two crafty Sheilas here. I'm Loz, and Belle's on the line with me too today. Today we're going to do a WIP and chat. We haven't done one for quite some time, and we'll sort of go through some things that's been happening for us for the last 2 weeks and sort of give you a bit of context of why we haven't done any videos. Yeah, it's going to be good to have a nice chat and catch up and see how everyone is, and yeah, looking forward to it. So, hey Belle, how you going?
Good, Loz. How are you?
Oh, better, much better.
Good, good, good.
I'm going to work on my cat and fairy today. I'm going to show you a picture of it here because it's huge. So this is Cat and Fairy.
So
oh no, I love it. By Sarah Richter. It's a 70 by 88 centimeters. So I'm only right at the top. So I'm only just coming up to the cat's ears. So that's why you won't be able to see too much I'm working on. But there's 34 colors, 2 ABs, and it's a square. So my pens are the two from Diamond Art Club, and I have the metal tips in there from Diamond Art Club as well. I just got the 7 placer in. I'm really enjoying it. It can actually pick up 8, so it's a bit misleading. So
I've noticed that with squares, it's always an extra one.
Oh, must be. Oh, yeah. Okay, that gives a reason why. And then my tray is from Fantasy Sparkles. I love this tray. It is
so good.
Oh, I love it. I love working with it. Squares fit in here beautifully, but rounds, they get a little bit stuck, but there's not much to complain. Got a nice little stopper, and it's got this bit you can shake all your drills down into. Yeah. What are you working on,
That is such a good colour for that kit with those colours.
It is, isn't it? Because I didn't do that on purpose. I only have 2 trays, and I just alternate by. The other one's blue and yellow, so that one didn't really fit.
Loz, you are absolutely supposed to say it was intentional.
Oh, okay. Let's delete that and just say yes, it was intentional.
Yeah,
I'm so like that.
So I am working on a Dreamer Designs. It's the Haunted Halloween Library. So this is the kit that I've got. It's a fairly big one. It's a 60 by 90, also a square. I have been working on it, as you can see, from mid-March I started this, and I am slowly getting there. I'm nearly halfway.
Nice.
So I'm enjoying them. Yeah. I'm starting to get into it now that I sort of got through that AB section, which we have talked about in our finishes video. I'm not sure if the finishes video is going to go up before or after this, but keep your eye on that. I did talk about just how many ABs are in that middle row of the 3 that I've done so far. It is insane. As far as storage, I've got my Elizabeth Ward, well, cheap knockoff, because that's all I can get in Australia. But, yep, that's what I've got. And so much trash. Oh, hang on. Where's it gone?
Wow. Yeah. Just under half the kit. Wow.
Yep. So I'm probably going to fill one of those, which is not great, but it's a really nice kit. I will say it's really nice. And with all the ABs, like I often find ABs are a bit more trashy than the others. It's usually got the tabs or the coating ends up on the back instead of the front. Like it doesn't matter what brand I go with. I seem to have an issue with ABs. So with the amount of ABs I've done, yeah, it's probably fair.
Yeah.
I have actually opted, I'm going to just use the Dreamer Designs tray. I wanted to give it a really good trial to see how it is. I will say not a fan of the spout, but that's a me personally thing. I've got a cover minder, which I got from Ali B Designs, which was an Australian site. She's actually based down in Melbourne. Really, really cute. My beautiful, beautiful pen is one of the ones that I've unboxed from KJ Artistic Treasures. Beautiful. And shout out to them. I apologize, Regina. Thank you for reminding me of it. When I won the Randall Spangler pen and I did a bit of an order with them to make it justified to send all the pens to Australia, they were really, really lovely. And one of the pens out of the 5 that I unboxed, they actually gave in there for free. They didn't charge me for it because they were apologizing for me having to wait so long for the pens. So she was correct. Wow. Out of the 5, I actually only bought 3 of them. They are all beautiful. I love them all, but I thought this one was just that little bit Halloweeny, so I was really keen to use it here. And lastly, I have some putty in my multiplacer, which I got from Creativity Squirrel. So that's also an Australian place on Etsy. We will link all of this in the description below.
Nice.
Alrighty, so tell me, Loz, what have you been up to? We will apologize to everyone. It's probably been nearly a month since we've actually recorded any videos and whip and chats. Life has not been great for either of us. Our timing has been absolutely atrocious, hasn't it, Loz? Like if one of us is down, the other one's up, and the other one, we've just swapped.
Then
It's
the
just
other
not
one
been
goes
great.
down.
Yeah.
So I've been having some health issues. I will be honest, and I do suffer from fibromyalgia. So it is a chronic condition that causes me to have quite a fair bit of pain. So it affects my hands, my feet, my energy levels. I had a massive flare a couple of weeks ago, and it flattened me for about a week and a half. And if I get a cold, it tends to hit me even worse. So I was really not in a good space, and luckily Belle was always there supporting me through it.
Annoying you, I think, is probably the more accurate term.
No, and it's nice to have get a message in the morning to see how I'm feeling, and hoping my pain meds have kicked in. And
You're sounding a lot better than I was expecting. So I think it's a good thing.
No, it really knocks you, and I had 1.5 days off work and kind of pushed through the other 2 days, and from that it was the wrong thing to do. I was really flat and didn't want to go out of the house. With fibromyalgia, it does affect I get a lot of social anxiety. It does make me not want to go outside and go and do things, and it's not a nice thing. And if anybody else is going through the same as me, please reach out. I'd love to talk to other people that go through the same, because it's really not a well talked about condition, and it gets quite ridiculed a bit. And for people that are in constant pain, a lot of people don't know what you're going through unless they've actually experienced it themselves. So
exactly.
I feel for everybody that has it, and to wake up in the morning and think, yes, I'm feeling all right, and then you take your first step and you're like, oh, there's the pain. It's back again. So
it is an awful thing to go through. I'm so sorry you're having to deal with that. I had chronic pain myself for about 11 years.
Wow.
I actually had mine happen when I was in high school. I was the last 2 years of high school. I did a back injury. I weathered through all of my senior high school years plus all of my university degrees to finally give in and have the surgery. And the surgery was the best thing I could do. Mine was not fibro, so mine was completely unrelated. But I absolutely understand chronic pain, and I feel for anyone who suffers day after day after day. It is a really horrific thing to go through, and it's a life-changing thing. You really start to value the good days.
And it's really hard, especially when I've got a young family and I've got a husband and I work full time, and to feel like they must just think I'm a massive whinger, to say that I'm in so much pain I can't deal, where I find I have to hide it. And it's horrible. And I just say to my kids, I'm sorry, I can't do this with you because I'm really not feeling well. And you just feel the guilt. And I swear that makes it worse. That makes you feel even worse, that you're letting down your family and you're letting down your friends when you say, oh, I just can't come out today. And they don't understand. They think, oh, yeah, they're just brushing me off again.
And the reality is, you being a health professional as well, that they're probably not thinking any of those things. They might on rare occasions if they get really frustrated, but they really generally don't feel that. They want to care and support about you.
That's
you
the thing,
can't
isn't it?
see that.
No, you really can't. And I think it's a whole thing with fibromyalgia, because it's to do with a lot of your nerve endings and stuff in your brain, and it kind of makes you feel these things that are really not there. I'm finding that all these past traumas that I've had, like breaking my tailbone and issues in my hands and my feet, and they're starting to flare up as well. And they're like, don't forget about me. I can hurt too. And and I think
you haven't felt me for a while.
No, that's right. Don't forget. Yeah, don't forget I'm here too. I spoke to my rheumatologist on Wednesday, and he's like, "So how are you handling all this? What do you do?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm just kind of at the point where this is me now. This is my life, and this is what I need to expect. And if I overdo it, and it all started because I moved my daughter's room around. You know, moved the bed, built some drawers, and just overdid it one Sunday, and I was goners for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm really sorry about all that, but that's me, and I suppose I want to bring awareness to everything, and that it's not okay to be living in pain, and I'll support you, and please reach out.
Yeah, and thank you, Loz, for sharing. I mean, it's not easy to talk about.
I'm a bit of an oversharer.
That's okay. So am I at times. It's fine.
Especially with nurse stuff. I'll happily.
Yes.
I'll happily,
yes.
show you all the gross
And
stuff.
I do exactly the same. Exactly the same. I was talking to one of my colleagues the other day, and you know, like we talk about all sorts of things. You know, it's work, and they were really, really ashamed to say to me, "Oh, I don't feel comfortable asking, but I have to." And I'm like, yeah. What's going on? Oh, I'm having issues with my bowels. Oh, yeah. Okay. We can talk about this. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's that. I'm not going to look at you any differently. This is not weird. It's fine.
That's right. That's exactly right. It's a normal part of life. And to think that, and I think a lot of people think we're going to judge, you know, like you said, it's, oh, they bring something up, or I've got something weird. I'm like, I don't care. You know, I watch people for a living, you know.
That's it.
I've seen a lot of stuff that you all haven't seen, and it's all a part of life. And
and we learn how to separate it, don't we? Like we
do.
You can see things with friends, and you still don't think anything different of them. Like I don't know, it's a weird way of compartmentalizing in your brain of this work stuff versus friend stuff, and you can separate.
And you can separate, and that you're taught to be professional and to not judge and to not laugh, you know.
Like, correct.
That's right. Just, we're in this profession for a reason, and and I think if people do, well, then they need to.
They're not in the right profession.
They're not in the right profession, are they?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. So tell me, did we were coming up on Easter last time, weren't we? Or did we have Easter?
I think we might have had Easter. I can't remember.
Okay. Oh, I can't even. Oh, no, we did, because I was talking about the Easter bunny. Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
but I do. Okay, so since then, my son did end up we had his birthday, because I think we recorded the weekend before his birthday.
Yeah.
So my son has now turned 4. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I have a 4-year-old. It's such a fun age. It's really, really nice at the moment. I've ended up having to do a lot of extra work shifts at the moment. We've had a few of my colleagues have been away. So I have been trying to pick up some of the slack, which is nice for my craft fund to be able to buy a few more things. It's not so good for the time being able to spend doing said craft things. And it's also been really, really hard trying to weigh up that family life balance. With the new job that I had at the start of the year, I'm spending a lot more time on my feet than I was. So my back has been sort of flaring up a little bit. Not as bad as it was. Like, I had the surgery to fix the main problem, but of course all the muscles and things, they've always got that memory in there. So I've had a few little back niggles again. And like you said, it's really hard on the family. And I know they're not judging me, but I can't help feel like they are. And I try to fight through, and then I pay for it because I push too hard.
Exactly.
So I absolutely hear you 100%, Loz. It's not a great feeling, but with all the extra work shifts that I was doing, I was actually able to get my son's birthday off. So I got to spend the day with him, which was so good because it was school holidays. So he was going to be home. My husband had taken that week off work because we weren't putting him in holiday care for that week. So I was so glad I got the day off. I got to spend it with him. We had my dad and my in-laws. They came around and we had morning tea together and a little bit of lunch and a whole heap of play. It was a really nice day. It wasn't anything flash, but it was just great family time.
And that's the best, isn't it?
Absolutely. And, my son really just enjoyed being the center of attention and seeing his family and, opening all his presents, of course. And, there was a part of me that felt bad. My husband and I had talked about whether we do a party for him. And we just sort of thought he's only just started at the kindy. He knew nobody in his class when he started. He's still making those friends. It was a little bit awkward asking people, and it was smack bang in the middle of the school holidays, and everyone was going away. We, whether it was a right or a wrong thing to do, we ended up just not having a birthday party for him.
I'm sure he will remember those times, and we don't do birthday parties for our kids. I think I've talked about that before, and honestly, that family time is just magical, going out and doing things. And my husband, he never had parties, and he remembers his mum would always take him out of school for the day every year. Wow. And they'd go to the movies together, have a nice lunch and go to the movies. And that's a real good core memory for him. And it's kind of like that's what we want to do with our kids. I'd rather, and that's why we go away for a holiday for my daughters and really enjoy that time together than having a 2-hour party, which is over so quickly. So much of it, I get stressed at kids' parties.
Oh, so do I. Oh my gosh, they are hard work.
They're hard work. And then you start with the guilt, thinking, oh my God, are all these mums judging me because I'm doing is the party good enough up to their standards? And
yeah, you're exactly right. I spent the whole time worrying about that last year. And it meant I didn't enjoy any of the birthday party. And I thought that's even more sad.
It's really sad, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it fun being a mum?
Yeah, mum guilt's real.
Mum guilt is
I think
real.
we just put it on ourselves, but it is so real.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm thinking my birthday cakes aren't as snazzy as some of them, but my kids love them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just make it special for them.
And look, I'll be honest, I don't do a great deal of cooking in my household. I hate cooking with a passion. And my husband actually doesn't mind it. So I'm like, yeah, deal. That's your jig and I'll do the other stuff. That's totally fine. So my son he had to pick out his birthday cake. I don't think I told you the story. Funniest thing. We pulled out the Women's Weekly kids cake book, the Bible of cake books in Australia.
Oh, I love that cake. Yep.
Yeah, I actually bought that book for my husband for the 40th or 50th anniversary of it that came out a couple of years ago. I actually bought it for him for Christmas because I know he loves, trying his hand at some of these artistic things. So I was like, it's iconic. I've got to get it. So he pulled it out and said to my son, let's go through and work out what cake you want. And my son, oh my gosh, he cracked me up. He's going through and he's like, he didn't even open the pages. He went, I want the train cake. We're like, mate, you had the train cake last. Yeah. But I was like, you had the train cake last year. Do you want something different? I said, how about we just go through the book and we'll have a look and we'll see if there's anything else you like. So we're flipping through the pages and of course, like the cake book has like the cakes that are made to look like the numbers. And he's like, do I have to have a 4 cake? It's like, you don't have to have a 4 cake if you don't want to, mate. Like, you get to choose which cake you want. If you want a 4 cake, we'll do it. But if you don't want it, we don't have to do it this year. That's okay. So he skipped over the pages and he found the train cake. He's like, this is the one I want. I was like, well, how about we just keep looking through and see if there's anything else you like? And we got to, like, he sort of kept slowing down. He's like, no, I want the train cake. And I'm like, come on, we're nearly at the end of the book. Let's just finish. And we got down to, like, I don't know, the last 4 or 5 pages. We're right at the end. And my son said to me, Mummy, stop distracting me. I want the train cake. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
That is so cute.
Sorry, my husband made cake.
Oh, yeah. How did it turn out?
It was really, really good. It was good. He put through, because we weren't having a big party. He ended up just doing the engine and then 1 carriage, because technically the recipe is actually for 3 or 4 carriages.
Yeah.
So like we just shrunk it down to just 1 carriage, but yeah, it was really, really nice. You know, he did a really good job. My son loved it and was showing it off to all the family. So
Yeah. Oh,
he also
I'm getting
stuck
my
his
son's
finger in the
birthday.
icing beforehand.
Oh, as you do. My son's birthday's not until October, and he's already saying, I want this for my birthday, and I want this for my birthday. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
months away. And then he's like, Santa, I want this for Christmas. I'm like, let Santa sleep. He's exhausted.
That's right. That's right. That one day a year is really hard work for him, buddy.
Oh, it really is. He's not even awake yet. He's in
No.
his slumber.
Right.
No, how lovely. Well, I got a story too about my son.
Mm.
He got his first student of the week last week.
Oh,
And
so
I
exciting.
was so excited for him. Like the teacher, she sent a message in the morning so I could be to make sure I was there at parade. But I go to parade every week for him. And he's just like, when is it going to be my turn? I'm like, well, you just keep working hard and you will get it. And yeah, the excitement. He was like, I got student of the week, and you have to be nice to me because I'm student of the week. And it's just so beautiful getting those milestones. And he got so much that day. He won. They have these thing called green cards. So if they're good, they get a card. And if they get a certain amount, they like 10, 25, 50, they get rewards from the school. And he hit the 10 mark, and he gets a free ice block from the tuck shop. So he hasn't used it yet. It's sitting on the fridge because he's savouring it for the special time to get an ice block. And then he won a handwriting competition as well. So all on the same day. I'm like, you're just magical, mate. It was your
Living
day.
his best life. That is so cool.
I know. My daughter's like, meh, yeah, that's cool. That's a typical 9-year-old, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got heaps of
I've
them.
moved on to that.
Yeah. They're embarrassing having to get up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh, it's just loving having these little milestones with him and to be there and see it. And he actually, I don't know if I told you if we talked about it. He lost 2 of his front teeth. He was playing around with his sister and had the pillow in his mouth, and of course she got a bit rough and ripped the pillow out.
No.
We had the tooth fairy come on Monday night and Tuesday night.
Oh no.
So now he's got
the poor tooth
no
fairy
front
will be
teeth.
broke.
Oh, she is. I think she hates coming to our house. Poor thing.
I bet.
Yeah, that's enough family update for me.
I was going to say, please tell me that you've been humming that Christmas song, right?
What Christmas
to
song?
make up for it. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
Oh, yes. I did say that to him. And I'm like,
he completely won't get the reference. Yeah.
No, he didn't. And I swear he won't have those teeth yet by Christmas because they weren't ready to come out. So he hadn't lost them. He lost 2 bottom teeth. So, but the top ones were coming. But yeah, no, he's going to have this gap in our school photos and everything.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it's the cutest, but I gotta laugh.
Oh heck yes! I mean,
he's
kids
like, I can whistle
right?
now.
Even when he talks.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
What else have we done? Oh, we had Anzac Day recently.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's from overseas, Anzac Day stands for Australia and New Zealand Army Corps, I'm pretty sure. So it's the brotherhood, I'm going to call, between the Australia and New Zealand Armed Services. And in previous world wars that they've fought, it's about recognising and celebrating the sacrifices that they all made. I believe that it's similar to, I think the Americans call it Veterans Day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I believe that's the closest that we've got. So for us, it is a public holiday. It's always on the 25th of April. And we celebrate with a march, is usually how we do it. and it's just for the Anzacs. So I actually did the march with my son. So locally, a lot of the schools are encouraged to attend. And just they show off their band, and it's about the kids learning and respecting what's come before them, and being thankful for the country that we currently live in. So it's a really moving event, and it's always that the veterans and active servicemen are always at the start of the parade, and it's always then that your police force and ambulance drivers and firefighters and all of those sorts of services are always next in line, and then they always finish up with the schools. So this year, my son being at kindy out of school was the first year we've ever done it. We've gone and watched the parade previously, but we actually participated. My son was almost the only kindy kid there. They were quite concerned. Yeah, they were quite concerned about the age, because it is a really, really long walk. So the school actually did put out that, it may not be appropriate for all of the kids under the age of grade 2. But my son really wanted to go, so we went, and there's so much standing around at the start, so I had to walk with him because of his age. So we spent, I don't know, 40 minutes just waiting in the street for this to get all organized and for the march to move. It was a really long wait, so he was pretty antsy by the end and not really understanding why we were having to stand around. But we finally got going, and just as the march was starting, there was another kindy kid arrived, and who was actually in his class. So it was really nice just to have that second one, because the kindy kids at our school, they actually have a completely different uniform, so it's really, really obvious. And I really like their kindy uniform, so I'm so glad that he wasn't the only one, because he really would have stood out for that. It was nice to have that. They were on the other side, but at least we knew somebody was there. And I actually wore my great uncle's war medals. So
lovely.
Yeah. So I was really pleased that I could wear some war medals to be part of that process. I found out a little bit of history. So it was my great uncle, and in World War II, he was actually part of the Merchant Navy.
Oh wow!
So so he did get torpedoed, and he survived, but their boat did get torpedoed, and he was in active service for quite a while. They kept extending the amount of time that this particular boat in the Merchant Navy was active. So we picked up the war medals because we didn't know a great deal of history about them, and because it was Merchant Navy, he wasn't going to get any of the, I'm going to say, the more traditional active stars and medals that a lot of people talk about. For him, it was being present, because Merchant Navy as active as the others. Sorry, all these things I didn't realize. So it was really interesting to learn about. And we found out that he could have had 3 service medals, and I think it was 3 and 7 service stars. And my uncle actually had 4 stars and 3 medals. So there was only 3 campaigns that he didn't go on. Which was really, really impressive. So I had a very, very heavy lopsided walk, because they were all very, very heavy medals. And the bar was like half my chest. It did actually end up ripping a hole in my shirt, so I was a little bit sad about that. But to me, that's a small price to pay. That's right. It's a small price to pay compared to what everyone else did. So it was really, really nice to be able to walk with that. And it was great because there were a couple of the younger kids that were ahead of us in the line. And while we were standing around waiting, they saw all the medals and they were asking me about them. So it was really nice to be able to share the knowledge and teach them what it was all about.
How lovely. I know we went to our sunset service. So the local school that my kids go to, they only march in the dawn one, and it was we didn't end up going to that one. It was just too early, and so we didn't do that. But our local one here, they don't march in this one, and it's at like 4:45 in the afternoon, and it's just eerie, just as eerie as your dawn services. I love going to dawn services, but this afternoon service is just as special. And I love every part about Anzac Day and remembering and the sounds. Every time I hear the last post, I cry. It is just
Oh my gosh.
haunting,
Yes, I'm
and
the same.
it is just hits you in the heart. And just to think of what these people did. And there's a boy in my son's class. His dad is in the army, and he actually came in and spoke to the class about what he
Oh,
did
wow.
and how he remembers. So he was really touched by it, and they made these little soldiers on a paddle pop stick, and
Yep.
and had the slouched hat on, and it was just
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
It's giving me goosebumps just talking about it. But it is such a special time for us, and I think it's so important for the younger kids these days to get out there and be involved in it and understand what it's all about, because they're our future, and we need to keep this remembrance going. So
Agreed. I think it's so important.
I'm so proud that you guys marched. I bet. See, that's your boy will just remember that forever. Yeah, as his first
Absolutely.
march. He really
Yeah.
will. So,
And
yeah.
it was funny because the reason we ended up doing it, he's adorable, but he randomly, I think I mentioned to you, I don't know if I did it in the WIP and chat, but randomly he wanted to show off the fact that we went to the Anzac Day parade last year.
Yeah.
And we watched my brother-in-law, who's a police officer, he actually did a march.
Oh,
and
nice.
So my son watched his uncle doing the march in the police uniform, and he was really, really excited and proud of it. And when he got to kindy a couple of weeks before Anzac Day, it was adorable. He said to me the morning of, he said, "Oh, can you tell my teacher I want to show her how my uncle marched?" And I said, "Buddy, like, why don't you ask? Like, why do I have to ask for you?" But he was like, "Oh, I'm too shy." So I went in, when I dropped him off into the classroom, I said, "Oh, my son, he would like to show you the march." And she thought I meant like a video. And I was like, no. He actually wants to demonstrate the march. So like they sit in a little circle, little 22 kids of them. And she was so good. His teacher is amazing. She found marching music and she did a little video and she sent it to me. And he stood up in front of the class and he showed them how his uncle marched, and he marched around the circle, and like all the other kids, like there was some kids who'd obviously seen it and they were like marching their feet on the ground because they were all sitting. And the others, you could just see like they were wide-eyed, like, oh wow, like this is what happens. And so I sort of felt like we had to go to the Anzac Day march this year because he was so excited about showing off his uncle. So but
he's
it was
proud,
so beautiful.
isn't it? That's lovely.
Yeah. I still don't know what made him think of it, because he remembered like 11 months after it had happened, and it was just completely out of the blue. We weren't even talking about Anzac Day. So
maybe
bizarre,
they were
but
in a kindy. Did they?
maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
No, it was really nice.
Oh, how amazing.
Yeah.
What a special time.
Oh,
I'm going to talk about diamond painting. I just got
please.
I got the mystery kit that was ordered, and because I ordered 3 kits, and I don't own any.
Oh, this was the gift.
Yes. This was the gift. Yeah. And of course, I got another Chrisabug because I absolutely love her work, and I'll hopefully be able to.
Your arm got twisted, right?
Oh, definitely. As soon as I saw them back in stock, I'm like, I have to get it. And there's one back in stock now that I'm like, oh, I have to wait till next pay. Please.
Yes.
I need Persephone because I've got Goddess of Spring. I'm like, I need Persephone. She matches.
Yes.
So
that's right.
I can't have one without the other. But yeah, I got a kit that I don't really like. And I had someone from one of the local Australian DAC groups reach out and say, oh, I noticed you were getting this kit. Do you want to swap? Because I got this one and I don't like it. But I didn't like the one that she got, but she was happy to destash a Chuck Pinson to me. And I don't own any Chuck Pinson. You guys know I like portraits and stuff. I'm not big on landscapes, but this one, I do look at its island life. I do look at it all the time, and I'm thinking it's bright colours. I should be able to handle that. So This
And
is
it's
like
beachy. Like you live near the beach.
beachy.
It's yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it's sort of my thing, and I don't think it's something that I'll struggle to do, but it's kind of glad I did get, it was the Christopher Lovell kit and the one with the monkey. And I don't really like,
Question of reality?
Question of reality, that's it, yeah. I have a thing against, like, Planet of the Apes has really twerked my brain, and I don't really like them. And seeing that right in the middle, I'm like,
yes.
yeah, so I was lucky I'll be able to swap them over. So that's on the way, which is nice.
That's exciting. And I'm so excited you're getting Island Life.
Oh, yes. Hey, you never know. You might end up with it too.
I will end up with it. I just don't know when.
No, I was going to say you'll probably get mine. If I just can't
true.
You whenever I'm down in Raleigh or down that way, you never know. We've still got to bring these other 2 kits to you one day.
We will get there. We will meet one day. We will swap kits. We will get there. It's a work in progress, right? It's a WIP. It's a WIP.
Yeah. And I don't know if we'll do an unboxing of this, but I ordered some of that Creativity Squirrel. I can probably show you now. Can I show you now? The putty.
Yeah, please do.
Was that I just used the DAC wax, and I've never like ordered anything. So it came in like a blue little pouch. Oh man, it smells nice. And I know you've done a big unboxing of them before, so I thought, well, everybody's kind of seen these ones before. I don't even know what they are.
Depends what scent you got. Are you going to be able to describe your scents better than I could?
Probably not.
You can't do any worse, just put it that way.
Warning, opening this package will cause extreme happiness.
I love that sticker. It's so cute.
Oh, I know I got 2 putties and 1 wax. So, okay.
Oh, that's
hard and sticky wax. So that's the, gosh, I'd love that as a diamond painting. I would do that in a heartbeat.
I know, those cards are beautiful.
Wow. Okay. So this is the putty. Is it? No, wax.
Yeah, that's the wax.
I don't know how to use it, so you're going to have to help me with that.
I think it was on the back of the card. I'm pretty sure that was a scrape one.
Yeah, read the card, Lauren.
You did turn it over and even see that it had writing on it, right?
Oh, I did. I saw that, but I just didn't even think. That's like typical of me, isn't it? Ooh, what's
no
this
comment.
One? No, stop. So I got strawberries and cream.
Oh, yum.
What did you get? I can't even remember what you got.
Oh, I can't remember now. Mine, I think, were a lot more like tropical.
I got Birds of Paradise. The strawberries and cream just smells amazing. Birds of Paradise. Is
that going to be florally, like the flower Bird of Paradise?
It kind of smells a bit like bubblegum in a way.
Oh, okay.
And then I got ginger snap. I think you got ginger snap.
I got ginger snap.
Yeah.
I did get ginger snap. That's the one I'm using. Ta-da!
Oh, you're using it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells so nice, doesn't it?
It is really good, isn't it? Definitely gingery, but it's beautiful.
And then there's something else in here. It says, thank you for your order.
These are the little bonuses. You get the little squishy. It's so cute.
Little squishy. Oh. Aw. Then we get, a chocolate. That's going to go in the fridge for later.
Is yours as melted as mine was?
Yeah. No, mine's not. See, it's coming into winter. It's not too bad, actually.
True.
Look at this little pen.
That is so cute.
I'm going to have to hide that from my daughter.
Oh, ours is special.
You can do hard things. Gosh, that just resonates
that is screaming
with me.
For you.
It is, isn't it? And they must know. Going through a lot of stuff. And chamomile tea. Yep, that'd be delicious.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
So thank you from Creativity Spa. What's it called? Creativity
Squirrel.
There we go. I knew it started with S. So this is my first attempt.
It's only on all the stickers.
Yeah, shush you. I bought this through eBay. Not eBay. What is it called?
Etsy.
Oh my God! All these same names. I think I need to go and give up and have a coffee. No, I haven't had a coffee today. Oh my goodness.
Have you had too much coffee? Is that the problem?
No, I've only had my little cup. Maybe I haven't had enough.
Maybe.
So I'm going to use these on my next one. So I think we've already shown a few of Creativity Squirrel on a previous unboxing, but we can add, oh, look at this one. Holy moly.
Oh, that's pretty. It's almost like the steampunk look too.
Steampunk,
That's
yeah.
pretty.
What's this one? Oh, Elvis. Not a fan. Not my thing. Oh, she's pretty too. Oh.
Yeah, I think I've got the similar one for that one. It is a really pretty one.
Yeah, but I think that one's my favorite. Come on, someone make them into a diamond painting for me. And I'll buy it in a heartbeat.
Well, I thought that artist artwork is in the similar style to Beck at Creativity Squirrel. It looks like the same artist of the diamond painting. So I wonder whether she knows that. I don't know how that all fits in, but interesting.
It's got to be linked somehow, isn't it? There's nothing on there to say what it's from or.
No, I haven't been certain either.
Yeah, so we'll make sure we link all these in the description too, because it's another great Australian business that we are supporting. And
yes,
if you know of any others that are out there, please let us know, because we do want to try and support local. It's always important. We don't get too much in Australia, so it is hard for us to sort of ship in from America.
Yes. And if there's any New Zealanders out there, I'd love to know if there's any New Zealand shops as well. I've got family in New Zealand. I go over at least once a year. So I am more than happy to order up big when I'm over there and bring it back and try it. So if there are any Kiwis out there, I would be very happy to take your money and spend it. That's fine.
Of course you would. On diamond painting stuff.
Oh, you had to put that disclaimer on there, didn't you? Right. That's how we're going to play it.
I always say the wrong things. Damn it.
I know. Oh, my gosh. You've ruined my bubble.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, so if there are any Kiwis, please tell us. Please tell us. We'd love to try some more. I don't have anything coming. I've been on a little bit of a hiatus for buying, largely because my stash is getting a little bit too big, and I was naughty and bought another couple of D stashes. So I'm definitely not buying anything kit wise for a little while. I haven't really been seeing any new shops that I sort of want to try on Etsy for accessories and things. I have actually been having a little bit more fun with the 3D printer that my husband bought me for Christmas. So I've been making a few things. We're only just getting our head around it. They are definitely temperamental. I can understand exactly what everyone has been talking about with these things. Oh my goodness, we've had to scrap some. They are temperamental little suckers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they take so long, but I'm enjoying what we're doing and pulling them out, and I'm getting a lot of like little storage things for all of my accessories. Like I've made a pen holder, and I've now made a little putty holder, so that I can easily find my putty and stuff. So we're coming up with all this stuff to print now.
You can send some testers my way.
You say that. The incentive would be you'd have to come and visit me.
Oh.
We need to actually meet up at some stage.
I know. We have to. That'll be a momentous day, wouldn't it?
Oh, my gosh, yes. That would be crazy.
Oh, how nice, though. I'd really love to do a 3D printer, but I'd probably get really cranky at it and throw it. And
It's one of those things you have to get to the stage where you just walk away. They take so long. So like, I know I sent you a photo, Loz, and if I can, I'll take a photo and I'll insert it in the video, but if not, apologies. But I made that 3D pen holder, and it took 27 hours to print.
Holy.
Yeah, it's not a fast process. It was a really, really slow run. So it's nice. We still got to file it all down and smooth it all out. But very, very, very slow.
Gosh, can you think of how these other companies do it? You know, they
Oh,
obviously have like 3 or 4 or even more running at a time.
I believe a lot of them do. And I think they probably also have, I'm going to say, better quality ones than what we do. They probably work a little bit faster. I mean, ours is, we didn't go cheap. I sound like a bird. But you know, we didn't go really, really cheap. We went sort of that midline. So I think it was to make sure we had reasonable quality, but we would have sacrificed other things for that. Just more so because it was our first, you know, we're going to try it and see if we like it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what other things come out. So if anyone has any ideas about what else I could print, please tell me. I'm very, very keen. I'm looking at possibly printing a couple of trays just for myself to see how I like it. I know that I definitely want a tray holder. I definitely want one of those. And I'm also going to try and work out how I can print something for like some of my little pots of wax, like that hard and sticky that you unboxed.
Yeah.
You know, like I just find that they're really loose and they're quite annoying. And I'm going to print a washi tape holder.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Those are definitely on my to-do list to print. But if anyone else has any ideas, please tell me. I'm really, really keen to try different things and see what works and what doesn't.
That would be cool. I'd like the washi.
Yeah.
Mine are just thrown in my drawer. So.
I've got mine in like a box, like one of the Amazon boxes that I've ordered in previously. But
yeah, because you got all those washi tapes that you did.
Yeah. But like they're all sort of like double stacked and things. I can't really see them properly. So I think I'm gonna do a proper holder so I can see everything at once. I'll probably end up with a few, knowing the amount of washi tapes I have, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy to print a couple. That's fine.
So a few different colors, you know, you got to try it all out. You got to.
Yeah, exactly. At the moment, we've only got white and black because that was just what my husband bought as a trial run, and that's okay. I'm happy with white and black to start with, and then we can learn about the, you know, the metallics and all that sort of stuff. But you know, we got to get our head around the printer first.
Yeah, that's it, eh? Oh,
so yeah, that's exciting. And I think unboxings, you've got a couple of kits to unbox. I've still got my paint jam order is still sitting there waiting patiently for me.
Oh, you've got it. Oh, okay.
Yes, I've got my paint jam order. I am really keen to open it and have a proper look at it. Although I did get 3 from them. One of them was the mystery. So I'm just trying to work out how I might unbox the mystery without ruining the mystery. So I'll work that one out, but I'll show the other 2 in a lot more detail.
Cool.
And I've still got a heap of the DAC Black Friday ones to open, but I'll get to them whenever I get to them.
Yeah, I've got one from Black Friday. We'll have Black Friday around again soon before I even.
That's right.
Look at that one.
That's right. We'll just have a year-round Black Friday unboxings.
Hey, how nice is that? Hey, can I just make a shout out to Shay from Crafting with Shay?
Yes.
She has been one creator that I have watched from the start, pretty much. And I know you jumped into her live for us. It was Monday morning, and she did a shout out for us and said how much she likes hearing us banter and stuff. And we got a lot of subscribers. So I want to say welcome. I hope you are enjoying what we're doing, and I'm so grateful for Shay. She's just so down to earth, and I just truly adore her. And yeah, and when we first did our video, I think you sent it on to Shay just for a bit of feedback. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. I sent her the link just after we uploaded it and said, you know, and even in my email, I was like, oh, Shay, can you give us some feedback? What can we do better? You know, what do you like? What don't you like? You know, how can we improve? You know, we want to have fun with this, but we want to make it engaging content. And the email I got back, she warmed my heart. She wrote back and she just said, I love everything you're doing. Don't change a thing. Oh, and I just, it just made me
like.
Exactly. She could obviously see we were just being genuine and just being us, but it made me so happy that she could see what we were trying to do and who we are. And I did a little happy dance in the live when she gave us a shout out. She sounded genuinely excited to see me there. And I did a little happy dance and my son was busy like, Mummy, why are you dancing? There's no music. And I was like, I'm just happy. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
So we will try to get it. We've got a public holiday on Monday. So I know I'll try and jump in and get into her live as well, because it's for us, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. So it is hard getting the kids ready for school and work and to be able to jump into her live. But this will be like my first chance to get in there. So really thank you so much, Shay, if you're listening. We really do adore you, and to have some of your subscribers with us, it does make it so exciting, and it sort of gave us the motivation again to get through and do some more videos for you guys. After a pretty crappy month.
That's right. And you know, she's such a genuine creator. You know, you always feel like she's being her. She's not putting on airs. She's not telling you what you want to hear. You know, she is who she is, and I really respect that, which is why I was, you know, you and I, Loz, had talked about who do we contact to get the feedback, and we both said Shay. You know, she's just that kind of person.
She was one of the first I suggested to you to check out on YouTube, I think.
It was because I'd already found Katie with Diamonds and Washi, and then you said try Shay. And I watched Shay probably more than any other creator now. I really enjoy Shay's videos.
I remember her first video that I saw. She was unboxing Fuji Flora.
Yes, I watched that.
It was so good. It was just, she was just so natural and wonderful. So I'm oh, how wonderful. So how long have we been going for? Goodness, almost an hour. We had a lot to catch up on today.
It had been about 4 weeks. So
it has been, hasn't it? So,
and I will apologize in advance. It's probably been a bit of a mixed emotion one today. We usually try to be fairly upbeat, but I know, Loz, you really wanted to talk about what you've been going through, which
definitely.
You know, I really appreciate your honesty and your openness about it. So I'm really glad that you did share, and I'm sorry if it brought anybody down. And, you know, talking about war and Anzac Day and things probably wasn't the happiest experience, but, you know, it's like,
meaningful to us, isn't it?
That's right. And it's what's happening to us. You know, we're not going to be any of those creators that it's all happy-go-lucky 24/7. You know, we're not going to be those people. We're not going to be, you know, your influencers where it's just all about perfection.
Yeah.
We're human beings. Heck no. Like, look at our videos. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
You love it. That's great.
But yeah, no. So we appreciate you being here. We hope that everyone's had a better couple of weeks than maybe we have. But please share anything that you feel comfortable with in the comments. We really enjoy reading them. We want to get to know everybody as well. So, you know, please get involved and tell us what you're working on. Tell us what's been going on in your life.
That's right. All right. Well, I hope you all have a great rest of your day whenever you're watching this. I know we're filming this on a Saturday. It's just on lunchtime, so I've got to feed my hungry monsters. And I'm not sure when it'll go up, but so yeah, have a great day and appreciate all your support, and we'll catch up again soon. See you later.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.